Hello, and welcome to another episode for the High Achieving Female Podcast. It is your host and founder, Sarah Bunkin Fishy, and I am so excited to introduce you to Meghan and Meagan with Modern Day Wife. Modern Day Wife is an amazing community membership and event series that takes a look at the 360 view of a woman. This is for you if you are a modern day woman who loves pop-ups, fashion, shopping, and all the things related to helping you live a healthier, happier, more free life. You'll learn about the membership that they have, their traveling event series, and their really cool bucks. Dig in, have fun, and enjoy this episode. Welcome to the High Achieving Female Podcast, powered by Know, where we believe high achieving female leaders deserve to be known. Here, you're going to get the tips, tools, and inspiration you need to network, grow, scale, and balance your business, career, and life. Hi. I'm so excited for today. We are talking to Meghan and Meagan with Modern Day Wife. It's a really fun episode because they're both named Megan. All right. So welcome to our podcast, the High Achieving Female Podcast. Ladies, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. We're very excited to be here. So thank you.
So you two are the founders of Modern Day Wife. And a Modern Day Wife is a community for women who are ambitious, who are interested in connecting and collaborating, who love really high vibe events is my assumption, because I actually know about your event. We just recently did a collab with you for the What She Said event here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I wanted to learn a little bit more and have our listeners and our community learn a little bit more about what you're doing and what your community is. So will one of you Megans, break down Modern Day Wife? What is it?
Sure. Okay, good. So Modern Day Wife, what we love is, first of all, the question is always, do I have to be a wife? So I'm just going to be like, no, you don't. So a little funny story is when I came up with the concept for Modern Day Wife, I wasn't engaged or married. I was just like, hey, this sounds like a really great name for a company that could be really big. So I always was like a big thinker. I think there's a lot of us out there just like you and Megan. That's why we're business partners. I was like, oh, this could be a lifestyle brand. We could do events. We could have a website. Maybe it's like the next Martha Stewart. So that's one thing that I love is we always get that question. So really for us, what we're trying to do though with this company is provide like a 360-degree view of a woman's life, right? I'm sure we can all attest. We have a lot going on, whether you're like married, single, a mom, you have different things that you do, right? You've got your business, you have your friends, you have date night, you have your hobbies. So our events are a source of inspiration in our community where we can look at how can we do it all without losing our mind and feeling completely overwhelmed. What can we do? What tools do we need to know? Who do we need to be connected with? What brands should we be using to make our lives easier? So we really love to bring forth like all that information to the table and share it with our community. So that's really the intention of our group. I don't know if Megan, you want to add anything else, but we do that primarily through these awesome events. Like you were saying, you got to be a part of, and we do have our digital membership as well.
I love this. Okay. So you're a resource for women. You're like an all-encompassing resource for women. So I love that you hit all of the important needs and like pillars for us that we deem important for women. So I love that you said 360-degree view of a woman's life. So talk to me a little bit about, so how did you two meet? So you're both named Megan. I just love this, the Meghan and Meagan. How did you meet?
Yeah. Megan, you should share this story. Go for it.
Yeah. So basically Meagan Ayres was putting on a digital event during COVID with a speaker named Elena Cardone. And Elena happens to be a patron of a nonprofit that I run in New York. And her and Megan had decided that they wanted this Modern Day Wife event to benefit all proceeds to this nonprofit. So Megan DM'd my nonprofit on Instagram and said, I'm putting on this event. Would you be okay if the proceeds benefited it? And I was like, who are you? What? No one ever says this, of course. And what? She's, can we hop on a call? And I'm like, I don't need to talk on the phone. The answer is yes, whatever you want. So long story short, I got to see how she operated behind the scenes because I was basically like an affiliate. So it was in my best interest that we sold tickets because I was going to get the money, right? So I saw her behind the scenes coordination, how she did the Google Drive folders. I got to do an IG Live interview with her. And I was like, this is the girl I've been looking for, because I run the nonprofit in New York with my father. And so my dad was like my teammate. And we ran that together for many years. And when I came out here, I really wanted to have a business, something more sustainable. And I couldn't find the right person, right? No one really could step up to the plate and produce. And when I met her, I knew she was the right one. Again, really quick. We had a phone call after the event, and how we did this, and when we look in hindsight, it's crazy, but she's like, yeah, let's be business partners. We'll launch in the US, and fine. And so we started working together. We actually never met in person for almost a year.
Wow.
Something like that.
You see.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So COVID allowed that to happen clearly. And I love these stories that like have come from like the pandemic, because like even for our community, the way that we're engaging and the way that so many humans, all humans are engaging is so different and so much more complex now. There's so many more opportunities for us to link arms from afar. One of you is in LA, correct? One of you is in Vancouver, but you're from the US. Is that correct?
No,
Or-
Megan.
No, I'm fully Canadian.
Okay, you are.
Yes, but I'm like aspire to be American. I locked down a 5-year work visa, which is great. I was like, that was one of my biggest
Okay.
accomplishments this year. But no, I'm Canadian. The other Megan's American. But I pretty much go to the US all the time because we've been building the US market more so over Canada because of COVID, to be honest, because as we all know, restrictions were completely different in every country. So it's interesting. Like you said, so many things have come from COVID. It's crazy. I feel like it's changed the total trajectory of so many people's lives, really.
And one other thing that is interesting too is both Megan and I are actually East Coast. I'm an East Coast American from New York. She's from the East Coast outside of Ontario, Canada. So we are actually East Coast vibe girls. That's probably why it works. If we were really LA or West Coast girls, who knows if we get anything done.
That is too funny. But now you're both living on the West Coast.
Yeah,
that's right.
Same as me. I'm an East Coaster from North Carolina living in Arizona, and I'm like always looking for my fellow East Coast girlfriends and people, because you're totally right. Like we get shit done. Totally. That's so funny. Okay, so let's talk about modern day life. So that's how you met. And then you decided that like, hey, we're onto something, and let's like blow this up because we all need solutions and resources for modern day women, if you will. And so you set out for your first event. I know you do a lot of events in the LA area, but you're also hosting events. And where we first met you was in Phoenix as well. So you're doing events, pop-up events, pop-up style shop and fashion and glam and all sorts of things. Tell us a little bit about your event series and where you've been and where you're going.
Yeah. I just want to mention too, when we first started doing the in-person events again after COVID, we planned 3 events simultaneously in June 2021. 1 week was LA, 1 was Arizona, 1 was Vancouver, basically all in 2 weeks. And they were small influencer events. And they were really successful because it was good timing, right? People wanted to get out, and we were very aggressive. Like we started doing in-person events way before everyone else. And Megan and I took a risk. We got a really great opportunity to do an event that August. And we just decided to go with it. It is a humongous event. We were going to have like over 40 vendors, fashion show, luxury cars, Pilates classes, everything. And really, when we were doing this, we didn't know if anyone would come, and we just somehow it happened. We actually look back and it was so risky, but it happened and just kept going. Right in the beginning, we were still juggling also our jobs that were like our income, right? And then at a certain point, we had to be like, okay, like we're gonna have to go all in if we're gonna do this. And so we did, and then it really took off, right? And really trying to plan long term and always listen to feedback and improve. But the event structure is pretty similar for each event. It's a VIP pre-party, and then we have our main event, which is pop-up shops, speaker panels. We try to have a power couple panel, a celebrity panel, and fashion show, because what we're trying to do is Megan and I are living out our brand, right? Like I have a 2-year-old, so I was raising a baby as we're running this company. Now I have a toddler. Megan got married, became a fur mama. And we realized like it's not just your career. Career is a big part of your life, but maybe you do want to be a stay-at-home mom. Maybe you want to be a career, but you also really want to be a good partner, right? So we're trying to deliver that message with the membership, but that is really the purpose of the event.
This week's episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast is brought to you by the No Global Membership. It's time. Get in the room to network with women you want and need to know. Link to join the membership is in the show notes below. And don't forget, you can also claim your freebie today. Okay, good. I'm glad we're going towards that. Tell us where you've hosted and where you are planning to host. And then, so tell us that first, and then I want to talk about your membership.
Sure. Okay, cool. We've hosted in a lot of cities. So to Megan's point, we started in Vancouver, then we did LA, then we did Scottsdale, Phoenix area. Then from there, this year, we added 3 new cities actually, which was great. So we went to the San Jose area, which was awesome. We just did San Diego. And then we have Dallas. And then next year we have New York. So like our conversation earlier for Megan and I, as a business owner, you start to realize you really need people who are fully on board in your company. For anyone who's listening, this is something that we've had to learn while working together and even my years in corporate, right? If someone's not fully committed or they're not fully in on the values, it's really hard to expand and grow because you have that person that has like a little bit of what we call something counter intention. Maybe their focus is 50% somewhere else. So they're not fully wanting the success of what you're doing to expand, right? This happens. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's saying how Megan said, we went all in. So we're looking for people to go all in. So for us to go to new cities right now, it's just us taking that on, which is exciting.
Oh, yes.
When we go there though, what's been really cool that's worked is everyone who's doing that city with us, because Megan and I do hire some specific girls, is all in. And it's so interesting to see like the magic that we create in that area because everyone wants this event that we're doing in that one place. So we do want to do more cities, but we're also figuring out, okay, how can we expand to other cities? So we are looking for people right now as well, which is great because you have to select those right partners, but we'd love to be everywhere. I think for us afterwards, I don't know about you too, because with your company, I'm sure you want to expand to different cities as well. We definitely would love to do Miami and Nashville, but right now, like that's the roster that we have. And it's been fun. It's been cool too. Like I'm sure you see as well, like every city, the people are, the vibe's different, what they like is different, their attitude's different, personality, their clothing, their beauty. So that's what I've really loved too. That's a long answer, but it is cool when you do go to these different cities, like what you find out about people.
100%. I love that. That's one of the things I love most about that. So you are in a number of cities that have hosted events in a number of cities. And I love that there's purpose, right? There's purpose for the event. It's great community, great collaboration, but then you're also trying to drive for this membership. Share a little bit about the membership and for anyone who's listening who is in a city that is not mentioned here and you're interested in learning about Modern Day Wife, well, feel free to reach out and we'll give all of your contact information in just a little bit. But tell me a little bit about your membership. So what are they getting? How much is it? How did they continue the fun from the event to like beyond? What does that look like?
Okay, so the membership you can do monthly or you can do annually. So monthly is $24.99 and annually is $199. And basically our membership is called the Vault. And so unlock the vault, right? For the secret success in career, relationships, and so on. Thank you. In our membership backspace, we have a little black book directory where you can connect with other women we even have members who are in England and Dubai and Mexico. So we do have some international members. We have a backspace, like a feed where people can obviously stay in communication and post opportunities and so on. And Megan and I are also members of many different women's groups. We've invested a lot of money in a lot of women's groups this year and we use them, right? So it is, if you use it, it's filled with riches, right? There's so many people, there's so many types of people that are members. And then we also have our digital events that members get.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we have 2 events a month right now on a whole plethora of subjects. We have downloadable workbooks that people can get in our backspace. And then there's other perks, like as we continue to grow, like ideally we'll have a members only lounge at the events, maybe potentially in the future members only events. But right now it's really it's a digital space type of membership.
And as you continue your tour and the event comes back to your city, then you get that in-person connection again. And perhaps if you're in the membership and you're a huge community supporter, then you're attending in other markets and meeting other prospective members.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because we do have some girls that do come to all of our events.
That's fun.
Yeah. And that's one of them who works with us now. We have 2 influencers that more or less work with us, and they were coming to all of our events. Yeah.
That's so exciting. Did I see a subscription box or a box that you're doing also? What's that all about?
Okay, so it's not subscription based. It's twice a year. It's spring and it's winter. So we are launching our holiday it box.
Okay, perfect timing.
It has, I think we have over $300 worth of items. We're doing so many things that we're like, what's in the box again? Because it's filled. Like I can tell you there's an eye serum from Glacio that I believe is around.
Oh, I actually have this one.
Oh, there it is.
It's over, I think it's about $150, just that. We have for this box, we have Love Dirty, which is a brand that's a hand sanitizer sold at Saks and I think Neiman's. We have Perlice Blush Glow, Olive and Piper Jewelry, My Shell Sugar Scrub, a Lims toothpaste, and about 10 more full-size items. We actually have a full-size perfume from Chaz Dean's brand called When.
Wow.
It's filled with tons of items. I think there's 19 items in the box. And I don't even remember our pricing. We haven't done the ticket page yet, but what do we sell it for? Is it
$79?
$79. Incredible.
Includes shipping.
Wow.
And it also is part of a VIP ticket option. So I actually should add this to our Dallas event. But for our Dallas and LA event, you can buy a VIP ticket with It Box. Instead of VIP with swag bag, you can buy the It Box. The It Box is also you can buy it from anywhere in the country and have it shipped to you, or some people have bought our boxes as gifts for their clients if they're a real estate person buy it.
Yeah.
But you could buy it as a ticket. And the purpose of the box is because we work with a lot of brands and everyone is looking for seeding opportunities. They want brand awareness. They want it to get into more people's hands and so on. So that's how it all came about, was what other value can we give to the brands that we're already working with?
And I think too, from a consumer perspective, you're introducing me to a handful, more than 3 handfuls of brands that maybe I haven't come into contact with. And they're not little ipsy teeny weeny things. They're full-size experiences. And if I love it, then I just continue to buy from it. So it's a full circle opportunity. I think it's great. And the price point is on point 100%. Oh my gosh, you ladies are doing so much. And I am excited to get behind this. I am excited to support however we can. And I'm just really also really excited to introduce you to our community as the one-stop shop for resources for women holistically, right? Everything. I know we focus a lot on ambitious business women, right? But there's a whole other side of us as women that we really need to nurture and foster. So I can't wait to do some things together and to continue our conversation. But for now, please let everyone know who's listening how to reach out to you, how to see where you're headed to next, and how to get involved and learn more.
Yeah, so definitely. We are very active on social media. So you can follow us. We're at The Modern Day Wife, and our website is the same. So themodernDayWife.com. We'd love to hear from you. So send us a message or DM, or let us know that you give us a follow, and we'll definitely follow you back and stay connected.
Amazing. Okay, ladies, thank you so much. This was great. I love just talking about all of the things, and you're onto big things. So I can't wait to watch how this blows up. It's going to be such a great thing. Thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast. And Megan and Meagan, we're definitely staying in touch with you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast, powered by No, where we believe it's time for high achieving women like you to be seen, heard, and recognized. Until next time, remember, you deserve to be known.